Hello guys, this is Master. So today we are going to discuss about one question or two questions about course 1512 assignment 3. So before guys I talk about this, I'm going to be hosting a classes about exam preparation. So the classes are going to start tomorrow on Friday, then it's going to be between Monday to Saturday. So it's about exam preparation. So if you are doing course 1511 and course 1512, it will be very important or very significant for you to join the class, because you are going to learn a lot and you must prepare for your exam while it's still early, because late preparation lead to failure. So in order for you to pass and pass with distinctions, you need to start preparing now. So just join this class. The class is not even expensive. The class is going to be 700 rand. So let's go straight to the question. And kindly, before I go to the question paper, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. And then if you want to join, below the description, in the description there is a WhatsApp link for a group link for course 1512. You can also join that group, and you can also WhatsApp me to my number, which is 072 3373640, if you are a student for course 1512. So let's just begin with this work right now. So if you check here, this is course 1512 assignment 3. So let's just browse. So question 1, when you answer the question, you must know the skills. What's happening? The question says, consider the following structure used to keep employee records. So the structure, it's a struct employee, string first name, string last name, float salary there. Then I'm gonna be doing this question with you bit by bit. So let's do it. So when we're doing it, we're going to do it bit by bit. So the first thing that we're going to do, let me open quickly my code block. So while my code block is opening, we can be checking our question paper. So the question says, turn the employee record into a class type rather than a structure type. So before we do anything, that sentence, it just tells us to do what? To turn the employee class into what? Employee structure into a class. So what we're going to do there, we are going to turn it into a class. Let me just open a code block. I'm just gonna use the previous one I've used before. Okay, youtube.cpp. oh, why am I youtube.cpp? Okay, then it opens. I'm gonna delete everything there. I'm going to start from the scratch. So what will happen here in this is that we are going to start our program #include IOStream, because I have seen in the question that we are using a string. So I'm also gonna include also #include string using namespace std. Then now let me check the question. Let me open the question. It says turn the employee records into a class type rather than a structure. So what I will do, I will just copy this for now. Then when I copy it, I'm gonna go to my code block. Then when I go to my code block, I'm gonna paste it. So you see, this is in the form of a structure, but we have to turn it to a class. So just to not to waste time, I'm going to write class. So now we just turned it into a class. You see how simple it is. We have just turned that struct into a class. So, and the other question, when we read, let's proceed with the question, says the employee records class should have private members. There must be private members variable for all the data. So if you will write it as the way we have just did there, let's go to our code block again. So if we write it this way, if you don't indicate that it's private or it's public, so in the class it will take them as private. But in order for us to do things that is going to be fine, we are going to say private to indicate that this is private variables. Private, you put the semicolon. So now all the data there, they are private. Even if you didn't write this private, it was going to be private. So all the member variable, actually, you must make them private when you're working with the classes. That's what it must happen. So let's proceed with the question. We are just building from step to step. This is how you answer the questions. When you are answering a question, you read step by step, you answer what is asked for. It says include a public member function for each of the following. So the public member function for each of the following, let's start with the first one. It says a default constructor that set the employee's first name and last name to a blank string. You have to set them to a blank string and his annual salary to 0. So okay, so we are going to do that now. So in order to do that, to write that constructor, it must be a public. The first thing that I'm going to write public. You can see that when I say public is appearing, semicolon. Then what must I do? Sometimes you can just, for example, just for your code to be neat, okay, it is still recording.